Hello and welcome to the new Power BI related video. And in this video, I want to show you how you can get the last n weeks. That means 1 week, 2 week, 5 week, depends on what the week is. That's why I'm keeping n. So last n weeks date from latest selected date slicer. So this is something what I showed you, the latest selected, how you can get the latest selected date from date slicer, and that is your max date and selected start date. Now this video is just an extension to this because this is a natural next requirement. Once you know, okay, this is my latest selected date, then how would I manipulate this date, right? So with that, so to show that, I want to give you an example over here that is basically based on last n weeks date from latest selected date. All right, before I show you, just a quick information that this Google Sheet is where I keep all of my Power BI related videos, and the link of this sheet is present in the description of this video. That way you can come over here, search any of my videos, Control F or by filtering from the top, and jump to that video using the link present in column B. So whole idea is this, that you are able to search without much of an issue. Also, I'm keeping exercise related video in a second tab. So if you are interested in that, you can do that. So I keep updating the sheet. So make sure you bookmark this. So whenever you need anything, you have it here in this live sheet. All right. With that, let me jump to the Power BI. So here what we have is the Power BI related slicer or this sheet, right? And over here what we need is basically the selected date. I believe I have ended date. I have the selected start date, right? So let me select this, copy and click on a new measure, and that will be selected and date, right? And instead of first date, I will say last date, right? So I have it over here. Once we have it, last selected date, you can view it over here in the card, selected and date, which is 14th of Feb, right? So I will keep it over here. Then what do we do is we create a new measure, previous 2 weeks from latest and date, right? And what we will do is we will use the date add function. In that, I will going to choose the what do we have is the latest, right? What was the name? Selected end date. Okay, so here we need to directly use this latest date column. So we have this dates, previous 2 weeks, date. Okay, ideally it should give, but looks like it is not giving because it is going in a different table. So let me delete it first and again go into the Superstore table, and over here click on the new measure, previous 2 weeks. Let me just keep it, or you can say previous 2 weeks from latest selected date, and we will say date add. Within that, let me just see if I can bring in the selected and date. Okay, can I bring the latest date? So ideally it should give me. So for some weird reasons, it was not giving me the last date. So what I did then is I simply picked up the date and then I clicked on this last date, and then it is giving me the information. I don't know why, but it's just weird because even I was pressing the last date, now it is giving me. Sometimes it is weird. Okay, so date add last date. Last date is based on the order calendar date, right? That's what it is in the filter. So order date calendar, because this order date calendar is based on the order date over here, and both the tables are joined. And then we want to get the last 2 weeks, so that means 14 days and day, right? So you can have day, month, year, whatever you need. So when you click OK, and finally it is coming. So previous 2 weeks, what I'll do is I will bring the calendar over here, and that way you can bring the date information. So you have this 28th, which is from the, sorry, this is not the right date. This is the positive. That means it has moved up, not the previous. So it will be negative. That's the change. So that is 31st of Jan, and 14 days from that is 14th of Feb. You can clearly see. Now you can use the date functions like date between and all to bring up the total or anything that you like. Similarly, you can last date, you have the first date as well, because that is something I showed you, that similarly you have the first date where you can pick up the date, that is the start date based on this range, and you can get the output as per your needs. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll meet you in the next video with the new topic.